Right?
Yep.
You think you gotten more consistent? Getting better? 14 practices today?
Improvement. The motto this year has been improve every day. Every time you step on the field, you want to be the best you can be and make progress.
Has it been more footwork or arm slot or mental? Or
I mean, it's
all the
everything. You know, I always say the sky's the limit and nothing's ever perfect. So there's always room to improve in all areas and be the best we can be.
You've always been a confident individual. I mean, when we talked to you last year, that was one of the things that came across. What is the level now? Just because you've been through a full season, I'm sure that it's even rising even higher in yourself and your abilities.
Well, with experience, it brings, it brings a new role. You know, I have a different role on this team now. I mean, I'm one of the prominent leaders on the team, and things have changed. But as far as confidence, every player I think that plays the game of football has some type of confidence. So that's natural.
You've been through 8A now once before. What do you try to get out of this? Obviously, for the fans, it's an exciting opportunity to see you guys. But as a player, what do you try to improve in this atmosphere?
Just to go out there and lead the first team offense. Just do my job, execute, and just execute, put points on the board.
Last year, did you get steak?
Oh yeah, I got steak last year. We ate steak, and I plan to again this year.
A lot of people talk about, the quarterback, other guys being here, Mac, into a talent there and yourself. But then others will say, Jalen's just got that something in him that he's going to work anyway, whether there's 10 guys competing or you yourself. Where does that come from? And is it accurate, and then where does it come from?
I mean, that's just me being me. No, never going to try and be something I'm not. Going to play my game, be myself, and all of that's just natural.
He mentions the young guys, like Tua, Mac, who you work with, but not just them, the other freshmen who are here. You talk to them at all about because this is going to be a different experience for them playing in this big a stage. You've been now through it. Any advice to give to them for this opportunity? Well,
they're like my little brothers. We all compete. We all go out there and have fun at practice and try and execute. We all have the common goal of, being the best we can be. And, if they have questions, I'm always willing to answer them and, just kind of show the way. So.
A couple more.
When you were one of those guys last year, going to make your sort of debut, I guess, in front of the fans in this sort of atmosphere, what was going through your head like the night before?
Just be Jalen Hurts and play your game. Transitioning from high school to college, I think the field's the same size and the goalpost's still the same size, so it's still the same game. I mean, a little faster, but just be yourself and it'll come to you.
I guess the venue's a little bit different, though. I mean, does it take getting used to? It's not your usual spring game with 90,000 people, and Nick Saban was talking about show up to see a spring football game. Does that take getting used to when it's your first time out there?
Yeah, it's a new experience for any young guy out there, obviously. But a true ball player will, I'd hope, step up to any challenge in front of them.
How important are the fans to the experience?
They build this place. It's all about the fans. We do it all for them and of course ourselves, but them as well. And we're always proud to say they're supporting us.
Thanks, Jalen.
Thank you, John.
Thanks.
Have fun, sir. Yankees or Mets?
What was that?
Yankees or Mets?
I'm not a big baseball fan. Yeah.
Grew up there, huh?
Yeah, I never played baseball for real.
Really? Interesting.
Well, I'm from the everybody's back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Minkah, when you are talking to maybe some of the younger guys about 8A, and this is just another scrimmage for you guys, but obviously it's a different experience. Any advice for these guys who've never been in front of this many fans in this sort of environment before?
Like you said, it's just another scrimmage for us. It's just in front of a couple thousand, 100,000 people. But you know, it's a good experience for them. You know, especially before they go out there the first time for a game, to kind of get a game day experience, and you know, it's just for fun, really. You know, I mean, we're trying to get better, but it's really just for the fun of the game, just going against your teammates and your brothers out there, and you know, so you shouldn't really be nervous. You're just going out there just to get better and have fun, just like it's a practice or something.
I saw that smile kind of trickle over when you were mentioning the hundreds of thousands of people who were there.
Mm-hmm.
Does that bring out some almost nerves the first time you're out there, if you remember your first day?
I mean, it all depends. Well, my first day was after my first season, so it's kind of a little bit different for me because I really had a game day experience and I kind of knew what to expect. But you know, for some of the guys that they just enrolled and it's their first A day, you know, they might be a little bit nervous, but you know, I'm not one really to get nervous. I get kind of excited and I start running around and going crazy and stuff like that. But you know, I feel like you know, some guys, it all depends on who you are.
Have you had steak or beans in the past?
I had steak, so I'm trying to continue that tradition.
Is that a motivator?
Yeah, you know, it is. It's really bragging rights. You know, you sit there and after the game, be like, you gonna eat the beanie weenies and the beans and stuff like that. While I'm getting catered steak and all that.
So who's got the advantage? You can't hit their quarterbacks, but they're limited what they're showing. So does that advantage you or what?
I mean, we can never hit the quarterback. So I feel like the offense not being able to show everything that they could do, I feel like that's a little bit of a disadvantage for them. But we're also not running our whole defense, so
True.
it's kind of yeah.
You talked a little bit about the motivation, sort of jokingly with the steak, but you know, at this point in your career, what do you try to get out of A-Day? I mean, is there something you can improve on A-Day?
Oh yeah, every day you can improve on something. You know, there's a lot of things that I could work on, and you know, just every single rep, I'm just trying to get better, trying to get to the ball, trying to get faster, and you know, just. I mean, like I said, everything, you can work on everything. You can never be at your maximum.
This is the first opportunity for the fans, though, to get to actually watch you guys live during spring, this team. Who do you think is going to surprise people?
I mean, I feel like we have a couple different guys. I can't name any names, but, you know, I feel like there's a couple young guys that are going to go out there and play really hard.
Okay. Thanks, Minkah.
No problem.
Thanks.